Alright, so you guys might be seeing this video a little bit premature. I actually saw the live trailer of Pokemon Scarlet and Violet and I was impressed. But we are going to have another video regards to the entire reaction and review of the trailer with a very special guest, someone who's been quiet. But I'm just going to talk about the Terastallize phenomenon, which is the new gimmick in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, because it was pretty interesting to see like what the new gimmick might be. A lot of rumors were saying, "Oh, we're gonna get max raid battles, or we're gonna bring back Dynamax, oh, they're gonna bring back Mega Evolutions." Well, they were kind of right, kind of wrong, and a little bit in between. So, Pokemon shine and glimmer like gems thanks to the Terastal phenomenon. Forgive me if I'm misspelling or mispronouncing that. What is it? This phenomenon is only found in the Paldea region, which is now the official name of the new Pokemon games. Alright, cool. So basically, they have like a little gem, or I'll show you the guys the picture. The little gems shining on a Pokemon's head. It looks kind of cool. Looks kind of goofy on some of these. But hey, hold on, man. It's kind of clean, boy. Yeah, boy. Anyways, they don't even know. Many details remain unclear, but Professor Asada and Professor Turo are researching this mystery. Oh my god, these professors don't know anything, bro. You're a professor, bro. You're supposed to be an expert in this crap. Come on, cuh. How are you not an expert at this, bro? You're a professor, bro. You professors know nothing, bro. The Terra Jewel and the luster on the Pokemon's body differ depending on the type. All Pokemon that call the Paldea region home can Terastallize. So I'm assuming this is gonna be exclusively of Pokemon in the region. So no Pokemon from Pokemon Home unless you breed those Pokemon and they are born within the region. We have yet to confirm or debunk whether the breeding method has remained the same or not, but we'll see. Looks cool like design. Alright. Now here's where things get interesting. Terastallizing holds the key to victory or defeat in battles in the region. All Pokemon can Terastallize to gain special power. First, each Pokemon has a Terra type. A Pokemon's Terra type is inactive until the Pokemon Terastallizes, at which time the Pokemon's type will change to its Terra type. For example, some Eevee will have a normal Terra type, but some other Eevee will have a flying Terra type. Okay, there are 18 types, we know that. Terastallizing a Pokemon will allow you to enhance your battle strategies by increasing the power of any moves that have the same type as your Pokemon's Terra type, or by changing your Pokemon's weakness. What the hell? That's interesting. So that means essentially it's I'm going to assume, if I read more into this, it sounds like Z moves but adaptability only. So let's say, for example, Salamence can use Thunderfang. I'm going to assume it can still learn Thunderfang. You can change Salamence typing to Electric type, and then that way that Thunderfang becomes more powerful. Or Ground type Salamence, Terra type Ground Terra type Salamence, which Earthquake, of course. The Earthquake becomes a powerful stab move. So it's kind of like Z moves in a way, but it has long-lasting effects, and you can only use that specific move. Interesting. That's what I'm getting from this. When to activate the special transformation and the combination of Pokemon and Terra types you choose to use are all up to you. Wow, that was a hard sentence to read. Find what works best for you to gain the upper hand in battle. So that's very interesting. To Terastallize the Pokemon once per battle. Okay. Transformation will last until the battle ends. Oh, that makes sense. So it's going to be an in-battle thing. When Terastallized Pokemon uses a move that matches its Terra type and at least one of its original types, okay, the boost of that move's power will be even greater. Okay. That's interesting. So it is kind of like stab boosts. Adaptability. We have Pokemon with that ability. Not enough of it. That's cool. You'll need a Terra Orb to Terastallize a Pokeball. I mean, we don't really need to know none of this stuff. You need to basically catch a Terra Orb. You can find shining crystals scattered. I'm not sure if you guys can see this through the recording and all of that. But it says here you can find shining crystals scattered around many locations throughout the region. So basically, you have to craft these Pokeballs. Terra Orb, yeah, I think that's what it's called. This is a very interesting mechanic. So this doesn't really, I don't know how to say this, but this doesn't debunk the question whether or not. So let's say, for example, let's go back to our Salamence example. So during battle, once you use this mechanic, do you become dragon, flying, and another typing, or is it the typings get wiped out completely, and you use that typing specifically? Because it does say here you can counteract the weaknesses of a Pokemon by changing their Terra type. So obviously you need to catch a specific Pokemon with that specific Terra type. You cannot change the Pokemon's Terra type during battle. Once you catch a Pokemon, let's say, going back to Salamance's example, electric Terra type, you cannot change that in battle, which is good. That's a really good like locking mechanic, because if you were able to change Terra typings in battle, holy crap, that would be broken as hell, and that would defeat the purpose of this. This is pretty cool because in a competitive scene, we're used to seeing metagame Pokemon that are always like top 5 Pokemon used for like 3 years straight, and then now all of a sudden that might change actually, because now those specific Pokemon can be countered by Pokemon with the Terra type. For example, let's say, what's a good example? I'm trying to think of a really good example. Oh, okay. So let's use this for example. Let's say, for example, again going back to Salamence thing, Salamence versus a Toxapex. Obviously, you guys know what Toxapex is. Toxapex is bulky as shit. You can't be killed. Salamence, unless it sets up on it and somehow Toxapex doesn't have haze, Toxapex is gonna win. It's not a favorable matchup. And so, but now with the Terra type, let's say for example, my Salamence has Terra type Ground, and Earthquake now does extra damage to the Toxapex. So now the Toxapex can't really stay in anymore because he has to worry about that. Stab Earthquake. Like, holy crap, that's kind of crazy. Now we can see this actually does bring, if it is true, I still have to see this mechanic being used in competitive play, but this starting to look like a bit of a game changer in a way that we won't see a lot of meta games stale. And what I mean by that is that if we keep seeing the same Pokemon, the biggest criticism that I have with Pokemon in itself, in terms of competitive play, is that even in VGC as well, I'm not a particular fan of VGC because I don't play it and I don't really pay attention to it. But the biggest complaints that I hear is that the metagame becomes stale for a very long period of time due to the fact there are certain Pokemon that are just too good to not use in competitive matches. And now with Terra type, that might change that in a way that, hey, I can use this Pokemon to counter this Pokemon, but hey, I can use this Pokemon to counter that Pokemon. And that's going to be very crucial into seeing whether or not this mechanic does make a big difference. I mean, adaptability stab is what I'm getting from this. Exactly what I'm getting from this. So now you cannot use super effective. You can't, let's say, Tapu Koko versus Gastrodon. Tapu Koko gets walled to fucking hell and back. But let's say, and then this is assuming Tapu Koko is in the game, which we're not 100% sure yet. So now Tapu Koko has a Grass Terra type, and now it can just fuck up the Gastrodon. So now it's breaking those key counter matchups, kind of like what Z moves did in Generation 7. Certain Pokemon just cannot beat other Pokemon until the Z moves get involved, and Z moves just start becoming too crazy. So it is kind of like a mixture of Z moves with hidden power or adaptability. Yeah, I kind of see that. I can see it being broken though, because now this could be a meta game where specific Pokemon just cannot straight up counter each other because they're gonna have a move, and I'm going to assume they can only become the Terra type of a specific move pool that they have. Maybe like, for example, they're saying, oh, Eevee flying type, because maybe Eevee can learn a flying move like Aerial Ace. I'm not really sure what their Terra types will be based on. I think it'll probably be based on like their move pool. Like if they can learn a fire type move, then you can use a fire type move. if it can use a flying type move, then it can have a flying Terra, you know. So I'm going to assume that's the limitations to it, and that seems a little balanced to me, so that's pretty good. But yeah, this is very interesting. I did see the video, and I'm gonna go over it more with our special guest, but I'm trying to see whether this is broken or not. I don't, man. We'll have to see it more in motion once the game gets released. Once we get more information, because this information still remains a bit ambiguous to me. Because it doesn't really explain it doesn't really explain. Does it add the typing? Does it negate the typing? Or what the hell's going on? But yeah, what do you guys think? This is interesting. I kind of do like the designs of the Pokemon. It kind of looks like they do get an extra model. And apparently, if all Pokemon get this, then hopefully these models are unique. All of them are unique, which, given Pokemon's track record, I highly doubt that to be the case. So, what do you guys think? Are you guys? I want to know what your guys' opinion is on this because I actually want to hear what you guys think about this because Dynamax was broken as shit in Gen 8. Zemus were kind of pushing it over the edge in Gen 7. And now Mega Evolutions, everyone loved Mega Evolutions, but I'm very curious to see what you guys think about this so far. Kind of glad they talked about this because now the rumors and the leaks kind of confirmed about this phenomenon, but now that we know more in detail, man, this could go really good or this could be very bad. Very good in the sense that they can finally make a lot of Pokemon more competitive, but in a bad way that, holy crap, now you cannot counter specific Pokemon anymore. Now you have to straight up use your head. So, let me know what you guys think. Let me know in the comments down below. Peace.